UNESCO Heritage Site designation highlights Bridgetown's unique serpentine layout of its streets. And 400 years later, this network of streets are all still very much in use and are the veins that lead to the hub of commercial and social activity into Bridgetown for tourists and locals alike. To have a better idea of how historic Bridgetown evolved to modern-day Bridgetown, renowned historian Maurice Greenidge is here to help.
From around 1650, when sugar became the dominant crop, and of course after sugar, rum, Barbados and Bridgetown became a very, very important entrepot, and serious trade came through Barbados from London to the colonies. In fact, at one stage, Barbados had even superseded places like Boston and New Amsterdam, now New York. But this is the spot in Bridgetown that was the port. Until 1965, this was the major area of transshipment and shipments between the Caribbean and Barbados. Across the water, you have all of the warehouses from which sugar would have been left overnight if the trucks came in, and then put on the boats, and into which things like rice and other goods from the rest of the Caribbean would be deposited. In 1960, the port was open, 1960-61, but still up until 1965, you had the inter-island schooners here. And all of this infrastructure around here, beginning with what is now the First Caribbean Bank, that was the colonial bank. After emancipation around 1835, that became the financier for post-emancipation trade in the whole Caribbean. The story of rum literally begins in Bridgetown itself. You have very important spots, one of course at Magazine Lane and Robert Street, and you are right here by the Spirit Bond, which would have been the central spot for inspection of spirits out and spirits in. The other more important buildings in the rum trade are scattered around Bridgetown, going from Fort Royal Garage down to Cheapside. The name Cheapside is English for a market town where you can get stuff at low prices, hence Cheapside. But one of the important things is that rum was lodged from all of the merchants inside the market space. And after that, you had the little markets around town coming into the Cheapside market. And this area has become a very busy space.